JB Morrow, go and get your bag.
Hello YouTube, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Marquita Sees Art. And yeah, don't mind me. Just doing my hair, you know, new hair, who this? I got two-tone hair now. But welcome back to another video, guys. I haven't posted in a while, you know. Life be lifing. This is kind of gonna be like another paint with me. You know, you'll hear me talking. I know it'd be nice if somebody, you know, put in the comments, you know, something, a heart. You don't even got to say too much. Just put an emoji, just so I know that you're there and I know that you're live. Sometimes it gets a little lonely in the comment section, and you know, it's just me commenting on the description of what this video is going to be. I'm just saying, just say hello sometimes, you know? Know that you exist. Because if you exist, then you exist in my world. And I want you to be a part of that world. Excuse me for being corny. Be a part of this world with me. Collide, come on. You know what I mean? No pressure. Do if you want. But yeah, let me stop talking and let's get to this video. Let's get to this video. Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Paint with Me. So here we are, we made it. You know, working on this painting commission, and I'm telling you right now, this was not easy. Sometimes I don't know how I get through it, but I get through it. I mean, I know how I get through it. I mean, it's a lot of patience and a lot of taking a step back. Yeah, so for this, I definitely learned just like from YouTube. I still watch YouTube videos. It still helps me till this day to just paint in layers and just do one color at a time. For this one, I kind of did like a lot of different colors because it was a mixture of like browns, blacks, grays, pinks, reds, all that. But I believe this is the part where it just goes wrong. And you will see. Like, you might not think so, but I think so. And I think it's because, for one, I was definitely frustrated that day. I was stressed out. And I ended up like using the wrong value. Like the white was just, it was not giving what it was supposed to give. It was just all wrong. And I was really trying to push for it, and I had to stop. I really had to stop because I was pretty much about to cry. I was about to lose it. So yeah, just know that this was not easy for me. It was difficult. I ain't gonna lie. But I think this was actually the part where I tried to start over a little bit. But yeah. It wasn't working out. So this is like the part that I had to step back, and I just used the wrong value. But it doesn't really, like, I've learned it doesn't really matter as far as like the color wise. As long as you get the values right, you're good to go. So in this case, my values were like completely off, but I plan to use a lot of detail and stuff with this. So, and this is where I started on a whole brand new day. Did the outline over and started from the beginning. I did wipe like my mistake off. Luckily I can do that with oil paints. So some of the underpainting was still there. Thank God. Thank God some of the underpainting was still there from what I did before. So I was happy. So from here, things get much better. Like, I came back to it the next day, and like it really started to work out in my favor, which I just think just taking a break always helps. And I'm actually going to go into the voiceover that I did the morning of, so then y'all get a perspective of like how I was going about it, because I kind of like gave myself a pep talk before I even started like working on this again. So enjoy. I feel a little bit better than how I did yesterday, because yesterday just felt chaotic in my brain. Like, it was just a lot going on. Like, life be lifing. And it's like with life and in the background, and then also trying to like create something and like make use of your creativity, it makes the process very difficult. And I definitely found that out yesterday. In which at the same time, it's like I knew I probably would have some difficulty just because of things that are going on in the background of my life. My creative process is not peaches and cream. I have days where I want to throw everything. I want to throw my canvas. I want to throw my water in my bucket. I want to throw my paint. I just be wanting to have one of those days and be like, you know what? I'm tired. I'm sick of this. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. And then I hear, well, that's too damn bad. Like when I step back, sometimes I feel like I'm failing, or I feel like I'm not doing enough. Like I question my whole existence. I question my whole existence when I'm really just supposed to be taking a break. Like I go that deep, or I get really hard on myself. And you probably never would think, like, you probably look at my socials and think like, wow, she makes really amazing art. Like, that's awesome. I'm here to tell you it's not always awesome. Like I said before, it's not always awesome. Like, in the background, I could really be crying. I could really be crying about a piece that I'm trying to work on, and it's just not working out how I want it to work out, you know, or I'm upset at myself because it may take longer than expected. I'm still working on the parts to where I might have little hiccups in between my process, or certain things just aren't working out. I'm still figuring out on how to cope with that. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I don't always want to walk away from the painting or necessarily come back to it the next day. Like sometimes I do want to just maybe wait maybe an hour and then try to figure out a plan of like how to work on it. But I have to figure that out. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe if you're an artist, maybe drop down in the comments and share what you do on how you cope with becoming frustrated with your work. I would love to know. Like, what do you do? Like, what do you do before you come back to it? What do you do to take your mind off it? I'm very open to hearing other people's perspectives. And even if you're not necessarily like a painter, you don't do art, if you're a creative in general, what do you do when you get frustrated with your work? What do you do when you get frustrated with anything? What do you do? I want to know. I want to hear it. Let me know. But yeah, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. My TED Talk of, the frustration of your creation process. And yeah, that's that. I don't know what else to say, so I'm just not going to say anything.